Take your place on my wall of fame by supporting me. Thank you, my nerd. Hello there, @nerd here. I wanted to do this bit for a long time. My nerds, this video is gonna be something truly special. It's gonna be a heart-to-heart talk between you and @nerd. You see, I have something that I need to get off my chest and to share with you fine people. You see, I'm a cheapskate. And not just a regular cheesecake. And not just a regular cheapskate, but a pretty advanced one. Meaning that I really get excited when I find a very good deal. In the tech sphere, this translates usually to how much performance can I get for as little money as possible. And in a world with tariffs for you American nerds, this is especially a good instinct to have. And I'm gonna talk about a tablet which I've covered before in the past. You can find the video, my previous video on this, in the video description. But this tablet is so good when it comes to value for money that I simply need to cover it another time. What I'm talking about here is the AllDocube iPlay 60 Mini Turbo, which is quite a mouthful of a name, but don't be fooled. This is an extraordinary tablet, and I think this will continue to be relevant all throughout 2025. You see, my dear nerds, no matter the tablets in the future that might appear, this right now can pretty much emulate most of what you want. It can emulate PlayStation 2 to quite a nice fidelity. Look at me just jumping around as Kane. The iPlay 60 Mini Turbo runs like butter through all PS2 games that I tried. Now, disclaimer, all games that I tried personally on PS2 ran at 2x on this tablet without really breaking a sweat. There might be games which you might find which don't run as good, but I am willing to chuck that responsibility to the unfinished emulator that we use. You know, NetherSX or EtherSX2. These are actually emulators that stopped their development in their prime, and we get to feel the consequences of that, I guess. But you need to know that most of what you will play in terms of PS2 and PSP, and even a bit of Switch on this tablet, will run pretty nicely. Just look at Blood Rain here. This runs at 2x, and it looks pretty dang gorgeous as a game. But GameCube doesn't run that well for some reason on the AllDocube iPlay Mini Turbo, and I can't tell you why. I tried Call of Duty World at War, it had frame dips, you can still play it if you're not sensitive to that, but it's not as seamless of an experience as PS2, PSP, and even a bit of Switch when it comes to the games that work. You see, my dear nerds, Switch is quite of a catch here. The games that work on it work very well. You know what game this is. I'm not gonna tell you the emulator or anything because I love Nintendo and I'm totally not terrified of them. The games that want to work on Switch with the original GPU driver actually work beautifully. The SoC on this tablet, which is the Snapdragon 6 Gen 1, as far as I know, doesn't have a custom turnip driver. But a surprising amount of games still run with the default Qualcomm one, so, you know, it could be worse. However, my dear nerd, what you need to remember is that this is roughly $150. And for that kind of money, you really can't get anything else. I'm gonna lay a scenario out for you, my dear nerd. This can be a very nice gaming handheld. We have an 8.4-inch IPS display. It's a 16:10 display here. The panel actually looks pretty nice. I understood that on some other previous AllDocube models, the panel apparently wasn't as nice. I actually like this panel. For those who haven't seen my previous video, we have dual speakers, one here, offset USB-C. I'm not sure why it's offset. Some people might like this, some people might not. Probably the most important thing of all, a micro SD card slot. You see, my dear nerds, this tablet, for the price, has way better specs than it should. That SoC that I mentioned earlier, the Snapdragon 6 Gen 1, is a 4nm SoC. meaning that it consumes battery immensely efficiently, especially in standby. If you put this thing in standby, forget about it, it's gonna last a lot. And the battery on this is 5500 milliamps. And you might think, hey Vlad, that doesn't sound like a big tablet. But wait, AtNerd is gonna tell you a bit of wisdom. Most 8-inch tablets actually have batteries around this range. For some reason, don't ask me why. So this has a pretty medium-sized battery for this form factor. And when it comes to tablets, you really should consider them as controllerless handhelds, because that's what they are. You get a pretty awesome screen, my dear nerds. And whenever you want controllers, well, thankfully, we have a million stretchy controllers like these, which we can use. And when you combine them, you get what I would describe as being a very modular handheld, as if this is a big, dedicated handheld on steroids with a very big screen. And if something, God forbid, happens with your controller, like for example, you accidentally get mad and you drop it from the second floor by accident, then you can quickly replace it with another one and all will be well. But before I continue, my dear nerds, I just want to say that this is my second tablet, second exact model that I have in the house. I loved the first one in my first video so much that I asked AliExpress for a second one, because I want to gift the other one, and this will be my main budget setup for when I want something akin to a handheld, but can also double as a tablet whenever I would travel. You see, I cannot understate this enough. Compared to handhelds, tablets are actually better in many ways because they are a multi-purpose device. You can read on them, you can watch YouTube on them. Especially Vlad Nerd, please watch Vlad Nerd. You can watch all the Vlad Nerd videos on it. And when you have that emulation itch, you can simply snap it to a controller and do that. Now, I'm not saying that dedicated Android handhelds are bad, but they are not nearly as flexible as a setup like this. Just look at how quick this is. In real time, right? Bam! Handheld. Oh, and I forgot to say the disclaimer, AliExpress has no input here, these thoughts are my own and no money exchanged hands. The way in which I praise this tablet is because I like it. I do this calculation in my head. Price and what you get. And what you get for $150, $60 is nothing short of amazing. Plus, I think, and I will have to double check, but I think that the link which I'll put in the video description is of US stock, meaning that if you order this tablet from the video description, you are actually getting this tablet from the US, which means no tariffs, baby. So yeah, my dear nerds, I hope you loved my hat, because this was this was a special video, you know? I love videos where I get to praise something. A lot of people said, Vlad, you were too harsh on the Retroid Pocket Mini, and maybe I was. But when I find a device that I truly love, I don't care how many Vlad, you're a shill comments I'm gonna get. I am fully within my rights to enjoy a device. And I think it's most important when me as a quote-unquote reviewer, I still don't consider myself one, but when I enjoy a device, when I think it's good, that's the information that I should convey to you, my dear nerd. So this isn't only good, this is a freaking steal at this price range. And of course, you need to factor in other things, like if you want to get a controller like this beautiful thing right here, which I'm petting, this is the GameSir G8 Plus. It's, in my opinion, the best telescopic controller that we have out there, and this isn't actually as expensive as you would think. You can catch it at around $60, maybe if you use coupons you get it at around $50, and it's a stretchy controller, meaning that it stretches to encapsulate whatever you put in it, in this case a tablet. But the good thing about this combo is that you can also put it in, I think it's called Tate mode, and you can play 3DS or 2DS, where you have two of your screens stacked vertically with one another. And I challenge you to find a handheld that can do this. There is no such thing. This is the advantage that you get when one uses a tablet for emulation, my dear nerds. What you're doing here is just adding modularity, and the core of the device, the tablet with the SoC, screen and battery, ends up being a way better value for money because they are simply way more mass-produced and way more standardized. You know, people buy and manufacturers produce way more tablets than handhelds. We are still a very small niche. So, this is what I wanted to say, my dear nerds. I love this thing. I love it so much that this is my second video about the AllDocube iPlay 60 Mini Turbo. And disclaimer, there will be a new model coming out, the iPlay 70 Mini Ultra, but I am convinced that that specific model will be in a different price segment because it has superior specs and it will cost more. So what I'm saying here, with the value proposition of this tablet, I truly think that this will persist throughout 2025. And in my opinion, this is a tablet that everybody should get. It's light as all heck because this is plastic. This is not a bad thing that it's plastic. It's actually a very good thing. You don't feel discomfort with this. Look, I'm gonna show you an example. I totally didn't have this prepared beforehand. This is the legendary Legion Y700 2023 tablet. People love it. I love it. This is the AllDocube iPlay 60 Mini Turbo. And if you put them side by side, you might notice some differences. But even when the Lenovo is reduced in price and there's a full-on AliExpress promotion, this will always cost almost twice as this. And I want you to look at the thickness here. Of course, I have a case here and I can't take it off because I put double-sided tape between the case and the tablet. I like the case to feel super tight on them, so I always do that. But just look at the thickness difference here. And because it's plastic, I really feel confident with this being caseless. I'm actually not gonna buy a second case for this. There's just no contest here. This, in my hand, the Lenovo Y700 2023, feels at least 50% heavier than the caseless iPlay 60 Mini Turbo. And just to raise somebody's blood pressure, look at all these fingerprints. You know, I have no idea if it's my Latin heritage, because Romanians are Latin. Maybe that's why I have a lot of skin oils, but yeah, 5 minutes of me playing with a glass device, and this is what happens. Just look at them. You know, wait. Yeah, I can do this. How nice is this? Sub, my nerd. Anyway, this is all from me. I really wanted to bring some extra love to this tablet. You will find links to the iPlay 60 Mini Turbo in the video description, and there will be a good chance that this comes from US stock. So no tariff anxiety, among other things. And I'm also gonna link the GameSir G8 Plus because they simply go very well together. So tell me what you think, my dear nerd. Are you excited by this tablet? Do you think that it's good for the price? Leave comments. I love reading comments. Sadly enough, it's one of my favorite things to do in life. Give me comments. And until the next video, my dear nerd, don't forget that @nerd loves you very much.